What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Matt Breaks Wax. You've got a whole stack of something in front of you, so you know what that means. It is time for Junk Wax Time Travel. We haven't done this for a little while. I'm really excited to get into this. We just got the 94s in. You'll see a couple of packs of 94s, Series 1, Series 2. So this spans, I think, 12 years, and it'll be 15 packs total. So we've got 86 Donruss, 87 Donruss, 88 Donruss, 89 Donruss, look for the Griffey rookie, 90 Donruss, looking for the backward Juan Gonzalez. We got 91 Donruss. We can start hitting elite cards. 91 Series 2 fat pack, so it's more 91. I've got a 92 pack, Diamond Kings in there. And all of these, actually, Diamond Kings in here look like amazing in the 93. 94s, we got Series 1 and Series 2. And 95, 96, 97. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years of Donruss. 15 packs of cards. I hope you're ready. I want to go forward in time. So I'm going to start this way. Start with the 86s. 86 Donruss baseball. I don't know off the top of my head who the big rookies are for 86. I know I've hit the Cal Ripken card out of this. I got a puzzle piece, and I love the Cal Ripken out of this. It's just a boring old portrait card. Eddie Milner. Cecil Cooper on the Diamond King. I'm going to keep a stack of Diamond Kings up here. I think we're going to hit a couple. Dave Van Gorder. George Brett. Nice. It's a good way to start. I love the blue border. It's kind of a color match. Ron Meredith. John Shelby for my O's. He's not a big name player, but he played for the Orioles for a few years. Looks like he had been there since 81. And this is 86. Ken Dixon for the O's. Rick Honeycutt. Al Oliver, Ray Knight, Alfredo Griffin, Dave Righetti, Juan Samuel, Dave Engel, and Bruce Bochy. Oh, I don't know why we're focusing on the Diamond King. Bruce Bochy to round it out. I think I'm going to move the Diamond King up a little bit. we're focused on the face here. It's what cameras are supposed to do, but not while I'm shooting pack opening videos. Alright. Got a little froggy in my throat. Not sure what's going on. I'm not sick. I think it's just allergies, which is weird to have in winter, but I do. I really, really do. Oh man, these are nice and sharp. Whew, these black borders look great. Rob Deere. Scott McGregor for my O's. Charlie Hudson. Alan Trammell. Very nice. We'll put him up. Billy Joe Robideau. Ken Landreau. Jeff Hamilton, Dave Magadan, Bert Blyleven, Hall of Famer, Bert Blyleven, Dave Schmidt. Oh, I love that. Rick Dempsey for my Orioles. Fantastic card. Man, it's a little to the right, but love that. That might be my favorite card of the pack. There's a Benito Santiago rookie. Toby Hara. My dad loved Rick Dempsey. That's why I'm all in on Rick Dempsey. Wally Joyner on the Diamond King. That's fantastic. We're going to put him up with the other Diamond Kings. And Aurelio Lopez. If you're seeing my fingers are all jacked up, it's because it's firewood season. So we were burning lots of firewood. And going out and picking it up barehanded in the cold just tears up your hands. So I have to lotion. Up. All right, here we go. This should be 88. Yeah, our puzzle piece. I am going to put the puzzle pieces separate because I do have a couple of puzzles I am trying to finish. I do like working on those. My daughter wants to do a puzzle video with me, so we'll have Gabby on here sometime soon. Gene Nelson, Danny Jackson, Brooke Jacoby. Can we get a Bo Jackson? Ken Howell, Rich Gedman, Rick Roden, Jack Morris. We'll put Black Jack up. Juan Yebes, Eric Bell for my O's, Rich Dodson, hey Jack Clark, On the Diamond King, John Franco, Jeff Reardon with the Bearden, Mark Eichhorn, and Mike Morgan to round out the pack. Not much to write home about. It happens like that sometimes. Let's go to 89. Can we find the Griffey rookie? Let's go. I've been so excited about doing this when I got those 94s. Hopefully you saw the driver's seat box break. I'm going to not link to it up here because I'm going to forget. Todd Benzinger, Steve Farr, Bob Forsch, Daryl Evans, Will Clark, man, Will Clark, MVP, Bill Wegman, we got Flip, Larry Anderson, Tommy Gregg, Jermaine Gonzalez, Danny Tartable, Scott Geraltz, Dan Pasqua, then we flip again, Oil Can Boyd, Dennis, Oil Can Boyd, Kevin Seitzer, and Brian Meyer. Kind of a bummer of the pack. We had a Will Clark MVP, and we didn't get a Diamond King, and we did not get our Griffey rookie. 1990, looking for the reverse negative, I guess, card that is Juan Gonzalez. Turn around backwards. That would be the one to hit. There's a Bo Jackson Diamond King. I've hit that on the channel before. Oh, man. Dan Quisenberry got wrecked by the wax. It's okay. We weren't saving him anyway. Puzzle piece. Here we go. Frank Viola. We'll put Frank up today. Greg Brock. Pedro Guerrero. Al Leiter. Steve Lake. Pete O'Brien. Bill Bath. Or Babe. Keith Hernandez. I could put Keith up. Andy Hawkins. Chris Carpenter. Mark Parent. Willie Frazier. Larry Anderson. Sweet Lou Whitaker. Jim Clancy. Diamond King Ozzie Guillen. We'll put it up. Dan Quisenberry got all jacked up there, but that's okay. He's going out with the Commons. All right, 91. Some folks really love this, like me. Some folks really dislike this, like Junkwax Genius. You can, I'll tag him down below. You can give him a follow and learn all about his hatred for 91 Donruss. Pete Harnish for my O's. Ramon Hernandez on the Diamond King. The Diamond King's getting slightly better. This is Dick Perez. The artist, we're going to look for some other Dick Perez artwork in a future video, so just be on the lookout for that. We're going to look at the 1994 Ted Williams card company set, which has a Jeter and a Michael Jordan Dick Perez artwork. So we'll look for those. Checklist. Whoop, whoop. Kevin Belcher. Chuck Finley on the Diamond Kings. So 2 Diamond Kings in 1 regular pack. That's awesome. Chuck Finley. Alex Cole. I don't like 2 cards, but it's only 1. Craig Grabeck. Jim Aker. Rick Honeycutt. Robbie Thompson. I think people dislike these because it looks like a Trapper Keeper or Solo Cup. Steve Buechele. Greg Briley. Another checklist. Whoop, whoop. Mike Blowers and Tim Jones to round out the pack. Man, that was kind of rough too. We just got the 2 Diamond Kings. That's really it. And 2 checklists. But wait, there's more. Oh man, a fat pack of 91. Man, some people are really gonna hate this. So Series 1 had a blue border. Series 2, oh, what is that? Is that the puzzle piece? 2 puzzle pieces. That's why. I was like, why is that so thick? It's 2 puzzle pieces, Matt, because it's a jumbo pack. Get it together. Don't get excited. There's nothing that exciting in here. Unless we get an elite. But I don't see any foil. So, Series 2 had green borders. Brian Barnes, Kevin Moss, Kirk Gibson, Kevin Brown, Kelly Downs, Tommy Green, Rafael Palmeiro on the MVP. Awesome. Doug Draback with a finely trimmed mustache on the award winner. Bill Kruger, Mark Davidson, Bud Black, Delino DeShields on the highlights card. I think we're coming up on our puzzles. So we got 2 puzzle pieces. These will both be, I think, Willie Stargell. We have to flip. So here we go. Mike Greenwell on the Grand Slammer. I'm going to put it up because we haven't had a whole lot go up today. So surprisingly, with all these packs, you'd think we'd have a little more. Mike Jackson. Kevin Gross. Hopefully the rest of this pack isn't gross. Rick Sutcliffe. Eric Gunderson. Terry Lee. Kevin Wickender. Randy Milligan for my O's. My cousin got hit by a foul ball that he hit. Julio Machado. Wes Chamberlain rookie. Ryan Sandberg. Love Rhino on MVP. Fantastic. Mark Davis. Bert Blyleven. Roberto Alomar. Alright, this doesn't suck. I want to make sure there's 91 everywhere up here by the time we're done. Brian McRae. Dave Winfield. Scott Sanderson. Gary Wayne. Jimmy Poole. Dave Justice in the outfield. Can we get a Diamond King in here, please? Please, please, please. Dave Parker on the MVP. Al Leiter. Tommy Edens. Mike Scott. Dave Steeb. Rich Rodriguez. Melito Perez. And Randy Tomlin. My goal is to get the whole thing covered. Well, I guess it all is covered in 91 tops, just not all green. So that's for you there, Brian, over at Junkwax Genius. You're welcome. Brian helped us out with a live event with night with 91 tops. Not sure if you saw that, but you can go over under my live events and rewatch because it will stay live for a while, forever, in perpetuity. Felix Jose, Lenny Harris, Vince Coleman. Put him up. Ooh, Cecil Fielder. Nice, nice, nice. Get some 92 up here. Andy Ashby, rookie. We've been excited about that as a kid. Tony Pena, Bob Tewksbury, Rod Nichols, Sprague, Danny Tartable, Joe Girardi. This young Joe Girardi. Ellis Burks. Sure how we got a smudge on the interior part of a card. The brand new pack. You saw me open it. And it's got a smudge on it. Somebody touched that. Scott Sanderson, Alex Cole, and there's a little print error there maybe. Alonzo Powell, and our puzzle piece. Man, that was kind of a downer of a pack. 3 keepers. Let's go forward in time. We're getting into 93. Start with Series 1. This might be my favorite year of Diamond King. I want to see a 94 Diamond King to compare, but haven't pulled one yet. Greg Harris, Kevin Campbell, John Burkett, Kevin Mitchell, Kim Batiste, Dave Burba. I had to pause the cough there. Van Wilson, Bob Eieralt, Darren Lewis. Man, this is rough. Butch Henry, Ozzie Canseco, Jimmy Jones, Guillermo Velasquez. Man, not much at all. Good thing we have another one. Series 2. Hopefully it gets better. Need the assist. Oh, man. Are we really starting with a checklist? Gosh. Not building my confidence. There's a checklist. Whoop, whoop. Oh, we're backwards. Here we go. Better than ending with a checklist. Jesse Levis. Jim Gott. Mark Hutton, rookie. Brian Drummond. Excuse me. Chuck Krim. Hippolito Pichardo. Rene Arrocha, rookie. Mike Fetters. Felix Jose. Bob Welch. Barry Larkin, finally. Something we can put up. Luis Alicea and Carlos Hernandez to round it out. Ugh. There's a photo on the back of the checklist. Oh, look. Not bad. Detroit. Alright. I'm excited about these. Let's move forward to 94. Series 1 and Series 2. Hopefully these are not bricked together. They were like a little stuck when we opened them in the truck for driver's seat box breaks, but not too bad. Alright, always good to start with an Oriole. Greg Olson. I'm going to put him up for the locals. Let me see. He is not quite stuck. Greg Olson. Kevin Roberson. Gino Petrali. Bill Kruger. The backs on these that have photos. Again, full bleed printing. Greg Gore. Hey, Bo Jackson. Love that. Loving it. And then Bo on the back. Not a bad card. Not bad at all. Mike Greenwell. We put up the other Mike Greenwell. We can put this one up. He's one of those tweeners for me. He was good on his team, but I don't know if he was great. So just didn't get my attention as a kid. Steve Sachs. Mark Lemke. And that's what this channel's all about. What did I like when I was a kid? Luis Gonzalez. Todd Hundley. Oh, look at that. Paul Molitor on the silver. Fantastic. Fantastic. Paul Molitor on the silver. Love it. And we got Brent Gates to round out that pack. We can still pull elites. I would absolutely love to pull an elite card. It is super rare, but it could happen. All you need is one pack. Now this feels like more cards. It is Series 2. There's 13 cards. There were maybe, how many in this one? Oh, 13. I was wrong. It just feels heavier for some reason. Maybe there's a Diamond King in here. There's just extra ink, so it feels heavy. We got a checklist on the back. Let's just get that out of the way. Tony Gwynn on the checklist. I'm actually going to hold on to that one. I like checklists that have pictures. All right, Real Cormier. Kevin Higgins. Jose Valentin. Bobby Bonilla. Bobby gets put up until the Orioles stop paying him. All right. Felix Fermin. Pete Smith. He must have been traded. He's traded. Atlanta Mets. Jose Canseco. Fantastic. Walt Weiss. All right. Hippolito Pichardo. This is Donruss 391. This might be our silver. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Nope. Not a silver. Just turn around backwards for no reason. This is our silver. Here we go. Ray Langford on the silver. Not bad. Could be better. Danny Tartable. And Troy O'Leary to round out that pack. We are shooting forward in time to 1995. Here we go. Insert special effects. Just kidding. If I ever do that, just stop watching. The theme is bad enough. We don't need the special effects to take us into the future. 1995. I love the design on these. Hopefully these are not too bricked. They do feel a little stuck, but nothing too terrible. Let's hopefully we're not getting damage. Just going to ruffle them all up. Sorry. Here we go. Dave McCarty. There's the back. You can see it's kind of cool. They did the logo with the in the background, kind of stuck in there. Photoshop. Oh, who's yawning? You're yawning. Don't yawn. It's only 11:53. All right, Phil Risley. Did I say that? Yep. Man, these are really hard to read on camera. Phil Leftwich. Randy Knorr. Rated rookie Chan Ho Park. Ooh, that's a nice one. Chan Ho Park. That would have been fun to find. We've got Milt Kyler. Bob Wickman. And John Vanderwall. Travis Fryman. What was that? Who's this? Chad Curtis. DH Julio Franco. To play Julio up. His weird batting stance. There's a Juan Gonzalez to round this out. Look at that. Somebody write us a theme song for Junkwax Time Travel. I'll play it when we move forward in time. Alright, that was 95. So we're in 96. 96 Series 1. Oh, these look great. These look great. They're not super bricked. I'm just going to take a second to make sure they pull apart nicely. Not bad, not bad. I don't hear too much. But they are going to be turned all the way around. So this is Todd Stottlemyre. I kind of like this little logo thing they have with their number. I don't know that it's necessary, but as a design choice, it's kind of cool. It does kind of block like key parts of the photo. John Franco. Mike Mordecai. Pat Listash with the mustache. Kurt Leskanik. There's Kenny Rogers. Wade Boggs right after. That's a chicken joke, folks. Mike Morgan. We'll look at the back of these. Jeff Manto. We'll look at the Orioles card. Here's the back. Pretty cool design. John Doherty. Roberto Hernandez. Paul Menart. And Dan Michelli. Michelli? Maybe. I don't know. But man, nothing in that pack. Nothing. Like, literally. What do we have? One card? Not even. We didn't even get one good card out of that. Kenny Rogers. About the closest thing we had to a big name. Last one. We've arrived at our destination. We're in 97 Donruss. We have now traveled in time from 86 to 97. Here's your final card pack. These are probably stuck together because these are full photo finish. Not terrible. Not terrible. We'll see. Maybe terrible. Alright. Daryl Hamilton. Let's see the backs of these. Interesting design. We got stats. It kind of looks like stitches on the baseball, maybe? Is that what they're going for? That's kind of cool. Shannon Stewart. They should have made them red. Ray Langford. John Mabry. Brian Sandberg. Fantastic. Carlos Delgado. He's up for the Hall of Fame. He'll probably be voted on by the time you see this. This video comes out. Tom Pagnozzi. Frank Thomas. Oh, yes. Love to get a big hurt. Let's look at this closer. Oh, man, a nice card behind him, too. Did get a little bit of damage here on the pull away from the card before it. So, that sucks. You can definitely see it right there. But, man, this is awesome. Frank Thomas. Big hurt. And this is the guy I was talking about. Another good card right behind him. Mo Vaughn. Again, we got a little bit of damage here. But that's okay. It's Junkwax. Mo Vaughn. And David Doster to round us out. So I don't know that I'm familiar with him at all. Be sure to like and subscribe on the way out. We have reached our destination. This has been Junkwax Time Travel. We've now successfully traveled 12 different years, 15 different packs. You guys have been amazing. I hope it was as good for you as it was for me. Do all the things on the way out. Keep ripping wax.